We get a lot of emails from people asking, what is a great breakfast you can have that's high in protein and has a moderate amount of fat?
Well, today we've got a recipe to help you grab breakfast and get on the go. What's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are Two Crazy Ketos.
And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like product reviews and we do recipe videos. We talk about various keto topics. And then every Monday, we go live on Keto on the Couch, where we just kind of talk about what's going on in our lives for the week.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com. And that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
So today we're gonna show you how to make a really good breakfast on the go, and this is really high in protein, it's got a moderate amount of fat, and it's super easy to make.
How easy is it?
It is so easy, even Rachel can make it.
I love that. I love that we're doing a so easy, even Rachel can make it breakfast.
So basically what these are egg cups. And if you've ever been to like someplace like Starbucks, you can get like those sous vide egg cups.
They're not cheap though.
They're kind of expensive, like $2 or $3 for just a couple of them. So today we're gonna show you how you can make them at home. You can put them in the refrigerator as a meal prep. You can even freeze them and then heat them back up in the microwave. So you ready to get started?
I am.
Okay, let me show you what we're gonna need. First thing we're gonna need is some eggs. We're gonna use 10 of them. Link for the entire recipe is gonna be down below in the description. We're going to need some heavy cream, or you can use coconut milk as well, and it's kind of an optional ingredient. We're gonna need some salt.
Redmond's.
We're gonna need a red pepper, but you could also use spinach or whatever vegetable you like. We're gonna need some cilantro, if you like cilantro.
Unless you're my mother who thinks cilantro tastes like bleach.
We're gonna need some cheese. We're gonna use the Cracker Barrel cheddar cheese. And then we're going to need some bacon.
Because bacon makes everything better.
And then the last thing we're going to use is a little bit of black pepper, if you like black pepper.
Well, and you just like using this device.
So let's put all of this stuff away and we'll get started with the recipe. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a bowl and we're going to put 10 eggs in here, which I have already cracked for you.
Thank you so much.
We're going to add to that 1 to 2 tablespoons of cilantro. Again, this is optional. Some people don't like cilantro, but it does bring a lot of flavor.
It sure does.
Then we're gonna add in about 1/2 teaspoon to a teaspoon of salt, depending on how much salt you like. I like a lot, so we're gonna use a teaspoon. Now, I have done this without adding any salt, figuring the bacon was going to bring enough salt.
And it wasn't.
And it was okay, but even Anthony was like, we need more salt.
Yeah.
Then we're just going to do a little bit of black pepper to taste. So I usually do about 10 turns of this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and mix this up really, really well.
It's amazing to me how you have a variety of yellows in the eggs from the backyard chickens.
So the darker orange ones were actually store-bought eggs. And that's because they're feeding them stuff to make their yolks really dark.
Right.
It's not necessarily because they're better eggs, because our backyard chickens are eating lots of bugs and worms and everything else. And their eggs, their yolks have a darker yellow than just like the cheap $1 a dozen ones.
Right.
But not that fake turmeric color. I could turn our eggs into that same color if I give them a bunch of turmeric and stuff as well. Okay, now that you're done with that, we are going to take some muffin pans. Now, I've done this a couple of different ways. One thing I've done is take all of the bacon and the peppers and everything and add it into the egg mixture and then pour it in. But then what I found was some of the egg cups had more bacon and cheese and stuff than the other ones. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the egg mixture and we're gonna divide it evenly into 12 muffin cups. You're gonna be about 3/4 of the way full. Okay. So Rachel didn't get 12 muffin pans, but this is a good thing.
Yes.
What we're going to do is we're going to take a spoon and we're just going to try to fill up another one.
That makes sense.
So usually what I like to do is just kind of underdo it a little bit, and then you can always go back. You'll also see that
the toppings are going to...
Some of it has more cilantro than others, so we're just
Right.
going to kind of disperse that among all of the different cups. And what you want to do is just have basically 12 of a similar amount. We're not re-recording this.
No. And I know that Joe is taking a spoon in his hand, but I could also use the spoon to do this.
You could.
This is not undermining the fact that Rachel can do this.
Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our other ingredients. So we have some cheese, we have bacon, and we have some red peppers, and we're just going to put some in each one of the cups. So we'll start off with like the red peppers and put a little bit in each one. And you have a lot. So red peppers, I chopped up an entire red pepper. You're gonna use probably about a half to 3/4 of it, depending on how much red pepper, or again, you can use spinach, whatever kind of vegetable you want on there.
Bring some nice color to it though. Have a piece of pepper that tried to escape.
Next thing we're gonna do is the same thing with the bacon. Now for the bacon, this is about 5 or 6 slices of thick cooked bacon. What I did was I pre-cooked it and then I chopped it up. And we have roughly 2.5 ounces of cooked bacon here. And again, just put a little bit in each one and evenly disperse it through each cup.
Now, Joe is here, so he's going to make sure that I'm doing it evenly. If you're making this for yourself, you can give yourself a disproportionate amount of bacon if you choose to. If you're the cook, that's like cook's choice.
Now, if you don't like bacon, you can also use something like ground up pork, you know, whatever kind of meat you want, or you can make it without the bacon and stuff.
If you don't like bacon, I feel like you should call me and let's talk. Who hurt you?
Now, what I did just realize is we actually forgot to put an ingredient in here, but that's okay.
Okay.
And that was the heavy cream. So we didn't have you pour the heavy cream in. But that's okay. What we're going to do is just kind of intersperse it. Now, but you don't even have to use the heavy cream. It's just going to add a little bit of fluffiness. And what we're going to do is take a spoon and go ahead and mix this all up anyway.
But ideally, what you'd want to do is do it at the egg level.
It should have been done with the eggs.
Not perfect, just real.
Okay. Now, same thing with the cheese. Go ahead and just mix it all in. Put a little bit in each one. And I have 2 ounces of cheese. And again, that's among all 12 egg cups.
All right, everybody got some.
Now what you can do is, since we didn't mix in that heavy cream, just go ahead and give everything a good stir.
I feel like we have more control of the ingredients this way. It's kind of nice.
That's why I shifted to doing it this way over doing it where you add everything and then pour it in, because then every cup has pretty much the same amount.
I like that. It avoids fights. Now, did you happen to get the brand of whipping cream that does not have any carbs in it?
No, because all heavy whipping cream has carbs in it. Now what we're going to do is 350-degree oven for 25 to 30 minutes till they rise up and they're firm. So through the magic of television, we already have a set made.
Yay, I love that. I wish all meals were like that.
Now, one thing I forgot to mention before, when you use one of these silicone muffin pans, and these are the full-size pans, make sure you're putting it on some kind of a cookie sheet or something. Otherwise, it's just going to flop around when you go to put it in the oven.
And spill.
The other thing is when you first take them out of the oven, you're going to see they puff way up, but then as they cool, they settle down a little bit. That is completely normal.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. So you ready to try one of these?
I am.
Okay, so this is what they look like. So you can have your own.
Oh,
this
thank
is just
you.
egg.
Oh, I like it.
You ready?
Dink it.
Dink.
Dink. Super awesome. Really flavorful. Like basically, this is a breakfast burrito in your hand. This is a very nice conveyance for all of these different ingredients. And you can change it up the way that you like. Again, you know, we said you don't have to use red pepper if you don't want. You could use spinach. You can put some feta cheese in here. There's lots of things that you can do to make it your own.
And again, you can mix the bacon and everything all together ahead of time. But I find that you really get, I'll pull out another one here. You really get a good mixture when you just kind of put it on the top. So you can see how
it's all the way through.
It's all the way through instead of just sitting at the bottom.
Right.
And everyone has about the same amount.
Which is nice.
And also, you don't have to use the heavy cream. You don't have to use coconut milk. That just gives it a little bit more of a fluffy consistency, but it's a completely optional ingredient. So if you are curious, macros on these based on the ingredients that we use, if you use the same exact ingredients, if you use different ingredients, it may be slightly different, or if you use a little bit less bacon or a little bit more red pepper.
Don't use less bacon.
The best thing to do is put it in a chronometer exactly how you make it, or make them exactly with the way we made it with the same exact ingredients. But it comes out to be, each cup is 122 calories, 9 grams of protein, 8 grams of fat, and 0.9 total carbohydrate. So it is a perfect 1-to-1.
Well, and I think 2 of these are a nice way to start your day. Like, this is something that I can eat on the go, something great for kids. You know, again, you can change up the ingredients to what your kids will enjoy. But it's nice to just have these on hand, and they're nice and portable, and a beautiful way to have breakfast.
Now, again, recipe link is down below. If you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos that we have linked right over here. Also, make sure you take a look at our most recent video, which I'm gonna put right over there.
But whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way. Subscribe to our channel and click the little bell icon. And that way, every single time we have a new recipe, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time.
Bye.